As the basketball world buzzes with new stars and legendary reunions, Stephen Curry stands at a crossroads between pain, history, and perseverance. At 37 years old, the Golden State Warriors icon is facing a battle that goes far beyond the hardwood, a silent struggle against fatigue, illness, and the passing of time. Yet, even through the exhaustion and travel grind, Curry keeps writing history. Against the Phoenix Suns, while visibly sick, he scored 28 points, a performance that placed him ahead of Kobe Bryant for second place in NBA history for games with 25-plus points after turning 30. Now, only Michael Jordan remains ahead of him. Meanwhile, head coach Steve Kerr faces a delicate balance, protecting his stars' health while preserving the team's rhythm. Every decision feels heavier when it involves a player whose name defines an entire era. Before we dive deeper into this story, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay updated with every chapter of Stephen Curry's journey and the latest NBA headlines. The win against the Phoenix Suns seemed like a return to normal for Golden State. But behind the bright scoreboard and highlight reels, something was off. Cameras caught Curry coughing, wiping his face, and taking deeper breaths than usual. Later, he admitted what many suspected. He had been fighting a virus for days. "I'll be all right," he said, his voice raspy after the game. "I'll just need a day to kick it and get back to full strength." But his body was already giving clear signals. The cold had worsened, his energy was fading, and the team's relentless travel schedule only amplified the strain. Head coach Steve Kerr, who knows Curry better than anyone, made the call no superstar ever wants to hear: rest. "He's wiped out right now," Kerr told reporters. "I don't care what the doctors say, he's not playing tomorrow." It was a rare moment where determination met human limitation. Even legends need to pause, and for Curry, that pause came not from weakness, but from wisdom. The understanding that the fight for longevity sometimes means stepping away from the court. Journalistic and informative, with emotional pauses before key facts. Balanced between enthusiasm and credibility, like a sports anchor delivering breaking news. Medium-fast rhythm, not rushed, with controlled intensity. Pause briefly before names like Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors, and key moments, goals, decisions, controversies. 70% informative tone, clarity, authority. 30% passionate tone, emphasis on emotion, pride, or suspense. Pronounce numbers, dates, and team names clearly and rhythmically. Few coaches in NBA history understand greatness the way Steve Kerr does. He played alongside Michael Jordan, witnessed the fiery competitiveness of champions up close, and now coaches one of the greatest of all time, Stephen Curry. That's why Kerr's decision to sideline his star wasn't just tactical, it was emotional. He's been sick. All the travel, everything just caught up to him, Kerr explained calmly after the win over Phoenix. He needs rest. The statement was simple, but the meaning behind it ran deep. In a league that glorifies endurance and heroics, choosing rest over risk is often misunderstood. But Kerr has lived through the toll of pushing too far. He saw what overexertion did to legends of the past. And yet, convincing Curry to sit is never easy. His competitive fire burns the same as it did when he was 25. To him, missing a game feels like letting his team down. But this time, even the ultimate warrior had to yield. Kerr's message was clear. This season isn't a sprint, it's survival. Protecting Curry now means extending the window of greatness, keeping the Warriors' heartbeat alive for what may be one final glorious run. For the Golden State Warriors, rest has become more than a medical decision. It's part of the game plan. After years of deep playoff runs, intense travel, and heavy minutes on their core players, fatigue has evolved into their most unpredictable opponent. With Stephen Curry ruled out and Jimmy Butler also questionable due to back soreness, Steve Kerr faced a reality few dynasties are ready to confront: the passing of time. Managing veterans like Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Curry now requires a strategy that goes beyond tactics and playbooks. It's about minutes, rotations, and energy conservation. The Warriors have built their empire on rhythm and chemistry, but every skipped game tests both. Still, Kerr remains firm. This isn't about one night, it's about being ready when it truly matters. Fans may crave instant wins, but the organization knows the bigger picture. Every minute of rest today could be a crucial possession in May or June. And if protecting Curry means sacrificing a few early battles, the Warriors seem willing to pay that price, because their war is still far from over. Even while battling illness, Stephen Curry keeps doing what he's always done: rewriting history. Against the Phoenix Suns, his 28-point performance didn't just secure a win, it carved his name deeper into the record books. According to OptaStats, that game marked his 252nd performance of 25 or more points after turning 30, pushing him past Kobe Bryant and leaving only Michael Jordan ahead on the all-time list with 256. It's a staggering statistic, one that defines not just longevity, but sustained excellence. Most players fade with age. Curry, however, seems to have found a new rhythm within his maturity, combining wisdom with the same deadly precision that changed basketball forever. His three-point shot, once considered a revolution, has now become a language every young player tries to speak. And even at 37, when his body demands pauses, his spirit refuses to slow down. Every milestone brings him closer to Jordan, not just statistically, but symbolically, as one of the few athletes who transformed their sport beyond numbers. In the history of the NBA, very few players have managed to age like fine wine. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant set impossible standards. Both maintained elite scoring well into their 30s. But what Stephen Curry is doing goes beyond comparison. It's evolution. Unlike his predecessors, Curry's dominance isn't built on physical power or vertical explosiveness. It's built on precision. His game is mathematical, rhythmic, and deeply cerebral. A choreography between movement and timing that makes him dangerous even when his body tires. Since turning 30, he's played with the same hunger as his rookie days, but with the wisdom of a seasoned master. His ability to adapt, shifting from explosive drives to surgical shooting and smarter off-ball movement, has extended his career in ways few predicted. Now, every shot he takes carries a whisper of history. Every three-pointer brings him closer to Jordan's record and further cements his legacy as the man who redefined what greatness looks like after 30. For more than a decade, Stephen Curry has been the heartbeat of the Golden State Warriors, the player who turned a franchise into a global phenomenon. But as the years pile up, questions begin to shift from how much more he can win to how long he can keep going. Inside the locker room, there's quiet recognition that this era, the dynasty that defined modern basketball, is approaching its twilight. Draymond Green and Klay Thompson are aging. Steve Kerr now juggles experience with endurance, and the once dominant Warriors are learning to survive in a league they once ruled. Yet, as long as Curry steps onto the court, there's still magic. Every game feels like both a reminder and a promise that greatness doesn't vanish, it simply adapts. Curry's leadership has evolved too. Less shouting, more guiding. Less proving, more inspiring. He knows the final chapters of his career are being written in real time. But if history has taught us anything, it's that Stephen Curry never fades quietly. His legacy is still unfolding, one shot, one record, one season at a time. As the lights fade in and the noise of victory turns into quiet echoes, Stephen Curry remains what he's always been: relentless. Behind the stats, beyond the trophies, there's a man who still treats every game like a gift, every setback like a lesson. His battle with illness was a reminder that even the strongest can be fragile. His coach's decision to rest him showed that leadership sometimes means saying no to greatness for a night. And his pursuit of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan proves that legacy isn't just about numbers, it's about endurance, consistency, and purpose. At 37, Curry is no longer chasing validation. He's building something timeless, a story that will echo far beyond this season. Whether or not he catches Jordan's record, his impact is already immortal. Because true greatness isn't defined by how high you rise, but by how many times you rise again. If you followed this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. New stories, new milestones, and new moments of greatness are still to come in the journey of Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.